We have the 2 gig Go Control security panel, your AC adapter, also some 2-strand copper wire. You'll need a screwdriver and recommended a pair of wire cutters. And that's what we'll need in order to wire the AC adapter to the panel so you can have power. Now the first thing you want to do is, you see at the top of the panel there is a single screw. Remove this screw. And once we have the screw removed, you see there are 2 tabs here at the top on both sides. It's recommended just use a flathead screwdriver and you can easily just pop the back panel off. Now once you have the panel off, you can see right here, and it's labeled. Number 1 is positive and number 2 is negative. So the first thing you'll want to do is take your copper wire, and you'll need to strip the wire. I already did that. I don't think I need to show you how to strip the wire, but you just need to strip it and separate. And it's recommended you just, if it's coiled wire, just twist it, make it easier to fit into the slots. Now make sure you're using the red for positive, black for negative. Line it up. The positive in slot 1, it'll be labeled so you can make sure you get it in the right slot. And then just screw it down to tighten. And then also do the same thing for the negative. Now you also see that you do have a backup power supply, battery pack. You'll just need to just plug that in. Now once you have that connected, you can cut your wire to the length you'll need, and then also strip the other end of the wires. And this will be the end. Obviously we'll be connecting to the adapter. Now just make sure that you do pass it through the back of your panel, the back panel cover plate, before attaching it to your AC adapter. Now it's recommended just to remove the screws completely from the AC adapter rather than trying to fit your fingers in there and wrap the wire around. It makes it just a lot easier if you take the screws completely out. And then coiled wire, make sure you just give it a little twist. That way it doesn't fray, makes it easier to attach. And then what I recommend doing is just very lightly, just clockwise, just wrap your wire around the screw. Don't do it tight, otherwise as you're screwing it in, it'll try to wrap the wire up. But just very loosely place your wire around the screw, and then simply just tighten the screw down. You may need to hold the wire just to keep it in place. And obviously make sure we're connecting the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative, otherwise you get it switched up, you plug it in, you can blow your panel. Now that I have it tightened, make sure it's tight. And you can also just reattach the back of the panel, reattach the plate. Make sure that just the end lines up with the screw hole. You should clip it to place, and then replace your screw. And I recommend leaving the plastic on the front of the unit while you're working on it, so that way you just don't scratch it up. And you can remove the plastic once you mount the unit. But once you plug it in, you just have to give it a few seconds. The screen will flash, and then the unit will turn on.
System disarmed. Ready to arm.
And there you go. That's how you connect the AC power to the Go Control panel.